And there we go. And here goes Facebook. You got the Facebook chat?
No, I have the YouTube.
Okay, I'll pull up Facebook then. And broadcast.
But YouTube is not broadcasting
Yeah, you'll see it in a sec. And there I go on Facebook.
But I want to see it now.
I know. Review my recordings and start streaming. Okay, so let's. Oh, there we go. We want to call this. This is going to be Goddammit Zach.
We're live, baby.
Yeah, we are. All right.
Yay.
So can anybody see us on YouTube yet? We got. It's not telling me. Oh, there we go. 0 viewers. Exactly.
Awesome.
All right.
That is more than we deserve. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Fairy meat is not an esport. All right, there we go.
Hey, James, thank you for sticking around after the fiasco that was our online game. That went poorly.
Well, you know. All righty. Let's see here. Facebook, let me check the chat. And we are live there.
Facebook. Hey, we're live. I can, oh shit. Now I can hear myself.
That's because you have it on your computer.
Hey, you know what? Shut your pie hole.
Yes.
I was getting there. I was handling it.
All righty. Well,
I'm slowly at a snail's pace getting more tech savvy.
I think we need Skeeter. I think we need a fireball, man.
Hit me.
Boom.
This is always out of respect to Jim Wampler.
Absolutely.
He would. So my version of watching you on my screen is incredibly pixelated.
That's really weird. Hold on.
It looks good on YouTube, and it looks good on Facebook. So maybe it's just me.
Maybe it is. We'll see. If someone else says something, we'll check it out. Anyway, I'm Zach Laser. That's Skeeter Green. This is Goddammit Zach. We name it for that because I'm the most annoying person that everybody knows. I make people do things, and I actually make people do more things. And I walk around talking about things that I buy. And one of the things I buy a lot of is box sets. Yeah,
Zach broke my arm.
I did because he had the gall to actually say no. No, as you look behind me here, that's one of 7 shelves of box sets. I just can't quit. Old RPG box set, RPG adjacent products, some war games. And to be honest with you, we're going to get there. Don't worry about that, old man. No, to be honest with you, what we do each week is we find 3 of them, because I have not, of course, read all of them or even a third of them. And we go through them kind of dumb, and we kind of give our opinions. We both have worked in and around RPGs for a while, and that makes us no smarter than you. In fact, sometimes even less smart. So, okay. Now, Skeeter, will you please explain what it is you're throwing up there?
I am putting up the links to Uncle Matt's D&D studio, who's nice enough to be hosting this page. Not like he has a lot of choice. We did legit pirate
Skeeter,
this
will you
thing.
please explain what it is you're
but the
throwing up there?
Patreon, Uncle Matt, allows you, the Patreons, to allow the Uncle Matt's channel to exist and prosper. And there are products that you receive depending on your pledge level, and you get access to live streams. You get access to chats where you get to chat with Matt Finch, and
which actually is more interesting than it sounds. No, seriously, I find
some of them are great.
No, I mean even the ones we have for the Patreon only streams are interesting. He's a unique fellow that told me one day that he thought they should do Osric because the world needed it. And ever since then, I've been pretty impressed.
Yeah,
I owe a whole lot of work, effort, and my basic life to the fact that he had that. He was convinced the world needed to be able to write first edition modules again, and he was right.
Not opposing that.
I know. There you go. So thank you, Matt. The Patreon's where you go. I think he quit doing the last month's giveaway, but there's another one coming up for the PDF. You can purchase that giveaway, I believe, on the Frog God webpage, and it's the Tome of the Iron God, redone, all fancied up, and it's a very good module. One of Mike Ballato, a evil person, if anybody knows it, is one of his favorites that's been written anywhere. So, Okay, Skeeter, I want to start with something. I want to show you something that I made fun of, bought, and am now embarrassed I made fun of it.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I bought that because I thought, oh man, that's just so lame. I have to have that. And then I opened it up.
Sugar and Vice.
You'll never guess who it reminded me of, Skeeter.
Well, Sugar and Vice is our convention names, so I think this is perfect.
Well, just so you know, here is.
YouTube just went off.
Really? Hold on.
Yep. This video is unavailable.
It's still broadcasting according to this.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Find out.
It had nothing to do with me. I did not.
I had everything. Maybe Matt stopped it. No, it shows me.
But it went off when you put up Fairy Meat. So
you know, it could be why.
I'm just saying. I did not.
I had everything. Maybe Matt stopped it. No, it shows me.
But it went off when you.
Hello, everybody. We're still there. I know you're still there. It's just Skeeter that can't see it.
No, and the funny thing is, now the Skype screen that I said was pixelated is not pixelated.
It's totally clear, huh?
It's totally clear, but we don't have YouTube.
Oh,
so,
well, I'm still showing YouTube. Maybe it's just you.
Oh wow! So it's just me. Because apparently,
you know,
people can
I don't often claim genius, but in some situations, I have wisdom and have experience, and this is one of them.
I just refreshed it, and now everything works.
Well, blow me down.
And okay, fuck you, interwebs. God damn it! All right, Zach.
Yes.
Whip out your Fairy Meat.
Are you? Well, why? My pleasure. It's not an e-sport though. But anyway, so what I found in here, Skeeter, is that I'm going through these like little definitions. I'm like, my God, if a little tiny like Fae was named Skeeter, he would have the following items.
All right.
And the blowgun of love. Right. The Mind Coat gel caps, but one of my favorites are the wand of enthrallment. I mean, come on, man. If that's
this all sounds slightly pornographic.
It kind of does, but magic pants. I bet Tom Tullis has those. I don't think he's watching though.
Bart has magic pants. I've seen them. They were fabulous.
See, now I'm actually getting nervous a little bit. I was going to have dinner with those guys on Wednesday, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Magic pants.
Don't.
No, but here you are. Check this out, Ray. The Pixie list, man. All right.
All right.
Pixie Assassin. I pictured you possibly a Pixie Assassin.
Sure.
But here was where I saw the sharp words are one of their, like, you know, Pixie powers, man. There are stabbers. I know one of those as well. It's not you.
No.
Jen the Ripper.
You married that one.
Jen the Ripper, yeah. And then beat sticks. Seriously.
Hey-o.
So anyway, this is a war game. I don't know why I picked it up, except it said Sugar and Vice and looked lame. But man, Scott Leeton, the author, you're awesome. I just want to give you a shout out. We don't do the soft cover books usually.
I have heard about Fairy Meat for years and years and years. And every time I've heard something about it, it's been good.
You know, Tom Tullis just said he had magic pants. And, you know, once you have to say it, I just don't think you really do. If you have to tell people, you don't really have magic pants. Okay. Anyway, so, Skeeter, we have...
Tom Tullis, I will talk about Bart's pants anytime I goddamn well want to. I have earned that right from being scarred for life.
You know who else can talk about pants is Mike Ballotto, but he was scarred by you. So, anyway.
Hey, that was in retribution.
I bet.
That was a retributive strike.
Of course. Okay, now, we have 3 box sets. We go through 3 box sets every week. I pick them at random. This one, actually, they're all from the same company.
The 12-sided dice.
So when you see the first one, you know the other 2 companies. But Skeeter, go ahead. Which one are we starting with?
Oh, number 3.
Number 3. All right. This one is one I find absolutely fascinating.
Holy shit. That looks like a large... Oh, okay. Yes.
So that's the deck of pre-spells. Now, I stopped playing in that era right when the 2.0 came out with the Player's Handbook. And I'll be honest with you, this stuff went totally by me. This and the trivia game and all those. These all seem to me like to me they seem silly. Now that I know what they are, I like them a lot. I actually own all the ones from the Gale Force 9 from the new ones. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this deck of pre-spells, did you ever use this?
We had the ones for wizards because
Okay, hold on. I do have pants on. My wife comments that I don't have pants on. And I really have to say something that I'm going to ban her. I can ban people from the chats, right? Here,
But why would we?
that's true. I can pretend like I don't. No, damn it. Okay, so you pre-spells. I'm not going to ignore her now.
So we didn't use these decks very often, just because we could read the player's handbook and we all had one. So it didn't seem like money well spent for us. Although now that I have more money than being a teenager or early 20-something, I will buy the shit out of that kind of stuff.
I own every one of the decks that Gale Force 9 makes, and I like them. Never use them, but I find them wonderful on my shelf. But I do have one of those, the folios they make too. You put the cards in. I have those, and I actually found it useful as a player. I thought it was cool. Was it worth the money? I think so. So,
wow. Luke Gygax is actually listening to this show.
No, he laughed at my wife when she said I had no pants, dude.
Don't you have something to do that is
defend the country?
Worth your time? Because this is not it.
So, all righty. So this is what we get. When you get these ones used, they're always usually taken apart. So you have, they're put together at random. But I would like to go through a few of these spells because this is pretty self-explanatory. You have your spell deck for all your pre-spells. And I bet we could find a really lame spell, Skeeter. What do you think?
Oh, for pre-spells in second edition?
Yeah.
No. Well, I am certain that there were none.
Oh, I found one. Doubt. I already feel like I doubt this. All right, doubt. There we are. The doubt card. I have that every day. Doubt. That's not a spell. That's a condition. Doubt. That'd be good. That's going to be a better spell.
Yeah.
All right. What we got? Oh.
What was your walking speed?
There's one from Arizona. The Dust Devil, man.
That was actually a spell I used to make fun of a lot. I think I dated that girl.
Fatal mistake of calling out Southwest Jen. That's what your wife is threatening me now. This is not a good episode for me already.
No, this is a problem.
I'm going to go out in style. No, I'm not actually.
Actually, you're not.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to give some hesitation.
Yes. No. So they're talking about photos of something. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
No, none of this is good.
Yeah. Photos.
This is working out for me. We could use these right now.
Yeah. Photos are also known as
evidence.
Yeah.
See?
All right.
All right, hold on. I got more here. Snake Charm, but that was always, I thought, a lame spell. Then I saw someone at a convention use it to great effect, and I felt bad for all the years I didn't like it.
Yeah, you've heard the story about Jillian Webb ruining Bill's game by casting that spell.
I think that's why I started liking it, because when anything that can be that discombobulating to him who can recover from everything, and it's his daughter, that made it worth it. So I think that Tom Tullis needs to be uplifted, don't you?
Well, I think he needs to shut his bitch mouth because he just said tacos suck.
Oh, now okay. Can you boot him?
He's just trying to start a fight.
Oh, someone made up their own spell and left it in the box. Cure moderate wounds. Oh, there's wrote an extra one on there, I guess. Cause moderate wounds. Huh.
Oh.
Handy extra. I love sometimes when you find people's like old stuff, like characters, and they're named things like, Mr. Rogers, and he's like a badass fighter with a bow.
Do you have any old folders of characters you had from like your teens?
I don't have any 20s? Of those.
I have found some of that stuff and old dungeons that I thought were so clever at the time, and oh my god.
Yeah, well,
they're so bad.
That's why you leave things in the thing. Torben's hammer, and it says right here, it's a more powerful version of spiritual hammer. So I'm assuming the owner of this box was Torben. At least his character. I would make Skeeter's hammer.
Is that Torben's spirit guide?
No, no, maybe it is.
I was reaching for that, so that doesn't happen.
I'm going to end on this one, but I thought that said selfie, and that's how it tells you how bad it is. Defile.
The file?
Yeah. That's
Well,
bad. Oh, one more. Thought capture. I know what you're thinking, Skeeter. You're thinking I'm doomed.
I'm thinking when your wife eventually comes back to the house, there's going to be.
She's home. Oh, she's in the other room.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's
I
probably
thought
sharpening knives right now.
I thought she was out.
No, she came back.
Having
She
a
came back.
fruitful life.
She came back last night. She's like the only productive person in the house. So, okay.
I know that.
So I find the spell decks to be cool. I think that they were one of the unnecessary things that, like you said, I buy now because I can. I would have bought then.
What's the quality of the card stock?
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to offend anybody who might have made these. They're not so good.
So who made them?
Oh boy! Well, now that you ask, Skeeter Green, I think they're on the back of the box. Unless there's a. Oh, there we go. Hold on, just a moment. All right, we have the standard fill this out card. The
Nice.
1992 catalog.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I always open these whenever I see them. I don't know why, but for instance, you too, Skeeter, can be the guy who reads the Night Parade. Just in case you were like missed quality fiction. And
I may have read that.
I may have too. The funny part is I laugh about those, but I actually really like the Dark Sun ones. So,
well, the thing is, whether you liked second edition or not, or if you liked Forgotten Realms or not, it is undeniable that Ed Greenwood gave D&D a shot in the arm when it really needed it.
He gave it lots of it. I mean, that guy is prolific.
And I've met Ed a number of times, talked to him a number of times, and he is what people call a creative genius. That dude has just ideas falling out of his head. I've seen it.
This doesn't give any indication of, like, who is the project manager or anything, because the spells all came out of the Player's Handbook, I assume, the Book of Tome of Magic.
Right.
But it does have the really clever, like, kind of, is that scepter-ish, staff-ish? I don't know what that is, really.
Sure-ish.
So, I mean, it looks interesting. It's got the two dragon heads, which always means cool. And yeah, I like I said, would have bought it. It retailed for not that much, really. $18.95 then. That's not a lot more in the box than the ones cost from Gale Force. So yeah. So roll again there, Skeeter Green.
All right, we're gonna go. Let's go odd or even.
All right.
Odd.
Well, this is odd. It's a good call, Skeeter Green.
Oh my God. I have that sitting right over there.
There you go. The Rocky and Bullwinkle role-playing party game. And I'll tell you what, I never played it. At the time, I was horrified. Like, oh my God, Dragon Magazine wasted an ad. It wasted an ad on Bullwinkle, which my dad liked, right? But as I got older and after I quit doing the games, I loved, actually, the Rocky and Bullwinkles. They're awesome. They have all...
My wife,
the nice one?
Supernatural.
I've heard.
And there is an ongoing joke with the characters Sam and Dean Winchester of Supernatural that they get called Moose and Squirrel.
Right. Okay.
Because of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Well, of course. I think the Rocky Bullwinkle is awesome. My favorite memory is they had a whole little episode where they were looking for the Ruby Yacht, which is the Ruby Yacht made out of gemstones, and it was based on at the end, they're like, apologies to Omar Khayyam, the actual author of the Rubaiyat poem from, like, the 12th century. And I always found that amazing when I was, like, 24. Like, these guys actually were cool. So they got a game. So the game, I believe I looked it up, and it's one of my favorite and your favorite designers, Zeb Cook, I think, was part of it.
Was he?
I think he was. I'll tell you for sure in a second.
Please do.
Well, property of Frostbite Falls Sanitation Department. So
excellent.
Uh-oh.
Holy cow.
Man.
Oh, nice.
Tactile spinners are always going to be trouble because people who can't pay attention.
Is that a twister spinner?
No. That's the one game we won't review. All right, so Rocky and Bullwinkle, a guide.
I want to see you break a hip trying to do that.
Why? Then no one will work. All right.
I did not break my arm. I tore the tendon in my elbow.
Yeah, we know. Some people use their arms a little too much, I guess. That's the...
Hey,
whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Look. They did come. I was worried they weren't in there because I read the contents earlier, but there they are.
Oh,
I'm going to
that
actually,
is awesome.
because I'm the kind of guy with no dignity, I have a moose.
Way to go, Moose.
Hey, man.
You have your hand in a moose.
Of course I do. Hi, Mike Battleotto. Oh, anyway.
Oh, boy.
Remember that we were looking at Marvel Project and had those angry moose
Yes.
drawings? This isn't quite as angry looking, but I could see that in the Moral Project. So, there you go. Rocky, right?
Yeah.
Rocky Gardner, right?
Kind of.
Ian McGarty.
True.
Luke Gygax,
Yeah.
right? I don't know this guy, but he certainly looks like Tim Kask.
Your wife.
Yep. How did you know?
Because.
And obviously, that could be nobody else except for Guppy.
That is super guppy right there.
No, anyway, so we got the hand puppets. So basically, I read there was 3 games in one. Have you played it?
I've never played it.
All right. It's 3 games in one, and one's like a conversational game where you start with a narration. So it's like intro to role-playing in steps, I guess. So the first one's that. Then you play a character from the show. So you, Skeeter, could be the really smart dog whose name escapes me now, and even though I saw his movie. Mr. Peabody.
I don't think I could be the smart dog.
No, I think you could. I think you've got it going on.
I think the smart dog is definitely a Matt play.
Yeah, but see, then who wants to play a character like themselves in real life, right? Matt should play, actually, the Moose.
Every single character I play in role-playing is me in a different body.
Well, that's unfortunate for other characters. So, you have the stand-ups, and they have in the back of them, they have the actual, these are some dialogues and some options. And I fly, that's my power. I'm nimble and quick. I have amazing trust, and I have some useful sayings. Ready? Again, that trick never works, Skeeter. Holy smokes. Man, you could do this all day.
Spot on.
There you are, Mr. Peabody. That's you, Skeeter. Here are your useful sayings.
Mr. Peabody.
Elementary, my dear Chuck. And then...
I'm probably one of those little slug dudes over there.
Gee, Mr. Webb. You can do it, Mr. Camera. I know it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that the concept was great. I think the concept behind this was, hey, you could make a game mainstream that does use all the elements from like D&D, but it actually with something really familiar and fun, party-wise, right? Who's saying, you're smiling too much, someone must be chatting about me.
No, YouTube went totally shithouse on me, so I'm trying to recover.
Oh, well.
Now that you pointed out, I'm trying to recover.
Hey, man. Well, maybe it's these guys were in your YouTube.
I think that's possibly.
So, anyway, so you have the narrative part in the beginning, and then you had the second part is like you play as one of the characters. And finally, I think you get to make your own at step 3. I wanted to ask Dave Cook myself if anybody ever got that far, because who would quit after you got to play Moose? No.
That does seem like pretty much the pinnacle.
Yeah, I know. It's like, basically, who wants to be like a hero when you could be kind of a dumb follow the hero around guy? That's what I do. Oh, look, there we go. Look, I think that's the Team Gen.
It could very well be, except neither one of them want to be the princess. They want to be the stabber or the smasher.
It could be an evil princess. Haven't you ever seen Maleficent?
Maleficent?
Maleficent, yeah. Obviously, I don't pay that much attention to those. So, anyway, I'm going to use this at home, though, because I can go, you going to help me? My wife will ask, and I'll spin, and it'll be like, no.
Oh, shit, that is not going to go well.
Hey, Bill, when
Bill
calls me,
you safe?
She'll come in and kill me, but everybody's going to be able to see it, so she won't have an alibi. No, but seriously, Bill will call. It's like, hey, you think you can get this? And before he finishes, I'll just spin that around and like, okay, yes.
Oh,
that's going to make my life decisions way easy. Thank you, Dave Cook.
Yeah.
So anyway, this one I think is cool. I don't think it took off for the obvious reasons because role-playing games are fun for those of us who like the depth parts of it and the role-playing, the deep, like we're to crawl through dungeons and be real heroes. This is more of a fun and kind of like whimsy. Like I think Toon was the same way. A lot of fun, but not a lot of replay kind of stuff, right?
I don't play role-playing games to have fun.
Oh, you do. You do. You just have the. You're just not the kind of person who has fun that is legal.
It's not fun in a.
So it says YouTube did crash, which is how it goes. Looks like tonight's a bad night for YouTube. Anyway, so all right. So that's Rocky Bullock on the back here. We have the something you really like, which is a really great tagline. Actually, here's something you really like. Rapping Athic. No. So, oh, you died. Let's see here. Yep. Hold on. Okay, well, we can do this without Skeeter, actually. Is everybody still in the chat? I think so. Let me get rid of him real quick. All right, let's drop him. This is the fun part, is watching me use Skype. It's as exciting as it looks. So, hey, everybody. All right, so down, and boom. Skeeter. You know, I should actually make fun of him. I have some stories about Skeeter. He's actually a lot more sensitive than you think. Some of his favorite things to do are like, he likes to see wildflowers. He picks them. He likes to wear them sometimes, too. And let's see if we can get him in. Hey, he's back.
Goddamn interwebs.
Goddamn interwebs, indeed. Hold on. Let me get you back in with the fancy software here. So we were talking about how great the Rocky Bullwinkle was, and you just quit talking. I'm like, he must think I'm so smart he has nothing to say. And then I realized.
I got booted.
You and booted. Tell you what, Skeeter. Let's get you back on this. I'm going to call you back.
Oh, my God.
What? What? They can't hear you, so it's great.
oh, I'm not.
No, not
live?
yet. I'm going to call you right back.
Oh. All right.
All right, hold on. All righty. So since he's not here, I'll have a little bit of Red Bull and pick up like the random things on my desk, which will pass the time. I have a copy of the Gods of Mars handy. I have a pack of cigarettes, some stuff that actually cleans my desk. I have Skeeter's probation papers. No. All right. So, and here we go. And so not that this is very exciting, but the Skype now has what they call NDI, which is a protocol that lets you send audio back and forth in like different channels, and that's apparently what Skeeter can't figure out. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hold on. There you are. Oops. And we're adding you in the show. Streams. Skeeter Green. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Hello.
And you're echoing, but you're better.
Am I?
No, you were just for a second.
Oh,
all right, man. So we were talking about Rocky Bullwinkle. We decided it was a great game. We think Zeb Cook is awesome. And the spinner is going to kill me because I'm going to use it on Bill and my wife. So that's what we learned.
I bought my copy of Rocky and Bullwinkle to give you, and then I found out you have like 8 copies.
No, I only have 1. This is the one I got.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay. Well,
you know, I've got.
You have another one right here.
Well, you know, maybe we should play. I think we should actually play that at a con. That would actually be kind of fun.
Nope.
No? Come on, with Cthulhu?
That is a full-on nope.
Oh, man. All right. Ready for the last one? This one is a serious one, Skeeter. This one is a legit legend. Boot Hill.
That is.
And I have strong opinions on Boot Hill, and I'm going to share them in a little bit. But first I want to hear, Skeeter, what do you know about Boot Hill?
I know it's a cowboy game. I know
right there.
I know the bald savage that wrote it.
Bald Savage. Who's the Bald Savage?
Steve Winter.
He's savage. I tell you what, he's something else. Anyway, actually, but the first version was Gygax, Bloom, and K, right? You don't get much more. You don't get really much further back than that.
No, that's true.
So this is, I think, is this third or second? I think this would be third. Let me find out right now. But somewhere, Bill Meinhardt just had a heart attack when I asked that question.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he's not in the chat.
Well, I can make no mistakes now.
Pointing out everything we're doing wrong.
Well, you know what? I don't care what he
that
thinks.
That would take a team.
No, I do care what he thinks. Let's see here. It's not second edition, right there.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So
Nice.
Frank Menser told me
shape.
told me what was wrong with this game, and he was 100% right the day I played it. Bullets.
What?
Bullets
What
actually, you would go and fight, and there's no like advancement because you die after gunfighting. It would actually was a real lesson in why gun control might work.
Have you ever had a gun pointed at you?
Not like a loaded one.
Yeah, it's a attitude changing experience.
I'm sure it is.
I've had that happen 4 times.
I fired an anti-aircraft rocket once. That was changing too, but a different way. So, Boot Hill. I think it was the third game TSR released after Dungeons and Dragons, and then a second one, like the third role-playing one. And I know
Buck
Steve
Rogers.
Oh well, they released a lot of that later. And they caught up with it, but no, I think it was this one and Pedal Throne. It was Pedal Throne. So
well, you will remember from your lore of the 1E DMG had conversion charts for Boot Hill characters to D&D characters.
No, I knew they did. In fact, I think one of Gary characters did that. But
and Gamma World.
You know, and I'm going to be a bad person now and admit when I read that section of the DMG at 9, I thought it was a pretty lame way to try to sell games I didn't want.
Well, that just shows that you were wrong.
I was, because actually I like these games now. I played didn't play Boot Hill, but I played one of his many successors, the Aces over Eights, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But anyway, here's an example of what I'm talking about. This is what happens at the beginning of every Boot Hill game.
Yeah.
This would be me. That would be probably Ian. I'm going to guess randomly.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That is a straight-up Ian move.
Yep. All right. So,
although I think he would aim for the kneecaps or the penis.
You ever shot a pistol? You don't get to aim. I mean, you get a general direction. Anyway, so that's like the shot clock, I believe. And then the art is like what I remember from the 1E modules. You have, I don't know what size art that is, but I like it.
Small.
I think that must be inexpensive art. As a publisher, it's amazing that you could get away with it. But I like it for its time. I think that that looks like it's actually done by I'm embarrassed now. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I thought you were frozen again. I'm like I was going to talking about you.
No, I was just. It is definitely a rules-dense book.
Well, it's a lot of math because there's a lot of shooting. And
yeah.
The miniatures, because of that, it was a miniatures warfighting game, I think, originally. I think that the thinking must have been, well, America loves cowboys because they've been big in the movies forever, right? There are samurai. But
it's one of those cyclical things. Every few years, Westerns are extremely popular. Every few years, pirates are popular. Every few years,
ninjas,
Vikings, and then at the end of that entire cycle, somebody comes up with the ninjas riding dinosaurs that are pirates.
Or they come up with a fairy meat.
Or like cat people. That always gets thrown in there too. So
was it Memories All Alone the Moonlight? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, cats to play. Okay, so here's the two-sided map. You have the outdoor map, which looks like near my house. Not a lot. Some water, but not much. It's a mountain.
That's all desert and dead people, right?
Pretty much. That's just outside of Wickenburg, probably. No. So here's your town. It has your standard things you need, right? You got a jewelry and watchmaker because every Western town had watches.
Sure.
You got a saloon. You got a brothel.
Pierre's gun shop.
Brothel. Saloon. No, I'm just kidding. No. What we got? I got a dance hall. You got telegraph. That's actually kind of a
awesome.
I would make characters actually do it in Morse code.
They have a bakery.
Well, of course they have a bakery. How else are you going to get your victuals, dude? All right, so Marshall's office, but this reminds me of when I first played Aces and Eights. Was a town like this they built out of probably Tom Tullis's type 2D paper. Don't smile like that. I can see you.
I loved Tom Tullis's paper terrain.
No, I played on the first time I ever saw paper terrain because it was 20 years since I'd played any games like this, and it was awesome. We played the gunfight. I lost my ass so bad, and I went and signed up and did it again. It was fun. So, all right, so we got the Mail Order Hobby Shop from 1970. Oh, this is an older one, 1988. Wow, this box sat around a long time. Forgotten Realms products.
Senior in high school.
I give you a here's some trivia for you, Skeeter. Did you ever own the? Let's see. How about any Talk Secret stuff?
No.
Okay. How about any World of Greyhawk stuff?
All of it.
Okay. So Greyhawk Adventures module. How much was that at retail MSRP in 1988?
Which one?
Okay, I'll tell you.
It makes a difference.
It does. It's a TSR 2023 Greyhawk Sourcebook. Hardcover.
Oh, the hardcover book?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 1995.
You, Skeeter, are wrong.
Well, no shit.
Yep.
I mean, we could have banked
anyway,
on that
moving
one.
on. No, it's 15. This is one of those moments where I just get happy. And this happened to me yesterday with Marvel Superheroes. They weren't in the plastic, but they had a full-on crown with two like unused dice. I was like, this is like finding a gold mine. Anyway, so there are these, right there.
They're so beautiful, man.
Unpunched cards, 2-color Western.
So
I'll see if I get closer.
Beautiful.
Let's see. We got I don't know if they called them Native Americans then, but they should have. But I think we have some there on there. We got some horses. Guys with guns, more guys with guns.
Somebody's going to be offended by what you said.
What, Native American or guys with guns?
Both.
Okay.
Somebody's always got to be offended. You know better than that.
Well, that's true. I try my best not to offend.
The RPGA. Somebody's got to be offended by that.
Well, I'm already offended by it because it wants like $10 back in the day money. So you get a pin though. You get an attractive pin, a membership card, a membership certificate. And as long as you're a member in good standing, you get the newsletter. How do you come in bad standing with the RPGA? Like the militant wing? You join the militant wing of the RPGA?
No, you can. I have a friend who works at a large game company that was part of the RPGA, and he was one of the leaders of the RPGA, and was asked to leave. So you can get on the RPGA shit list.
Was it because he refused to use the 20-sided dice correctly, or was it worse?
No, I think it was because he had some really good ideas for expanding it and making it a more self-sufficient, a self-sufficient force, and they canned him for it.
Well, that sounds like most businesses I know, actually, honestly. So a couple of things. We have Gamehole Con coming up. I wanted to mention that because we bring this up, there are a few people out in the audience. They hired 2 clowns, and Skeeter's not one of those clowns, to help run the auction at Gamehole now. And it's an auction that works with it's donations. They take 20% from what you sell, or all of it if you like, if you're a good person, as opposed to the rest of us. Whatever you sell, the 20% goes to a good cause, and we all have a good time looking at fun things that are for auction. Skeeter Green, I believe, has something he's going to put in. Ooh, I know a guy who's looking for one of those.
No, you don't. I talked to him.
Okay, good.
Because that's why it's going in the auction. Otherwise, it was going to just go to him. But yeah, that is one of the items. And it took everybody I could find to even figure out a base price for that, because those don't come up for sale.
No, they don't. And the funniest part is that he told me he thought he was never going to run out in his garage.
Right.
That's twice for him. He had Castle Zagig. That was another one that he sold a bunch of his personal copies because he thought, who's going to care?
You mean that?
Yeah,
that
the one I don't have.
Forever?
I have all boxes all around me, surrounding me in this giant room. And I do not have a Castle Zagig anywhere. So I find that really nauseating, Skeeter. That annoys me.
I would say I'm going to donate it to the Zach Glazer box hinge.
Don't.
But no, I'm not gonna. Fuck you.
I wouldn't let you. I was going to tell you. I did. One thing I wanted to say was I found this was. This is for Alyssa Fade because she was in the audience. Alyssa, if you're watching this show, you're not doing that. I just wanted to let you know. Hi. She's doing the maps on Teagle, and they're going to be awesome. Anyway.
And she's fantastic.
I know.
A saint.
But I hope she's thinking really hard about Teagle Manor, because Teagle Manor, Bill likes it.
Tom Tullis needs to make that in.
No, actually, if he can't do it now, he's not doing it right because he has so many pieces.
Well, he can't do it because he's lazy.
Well, that's you know what? After doing Rappahannock 1C, I too would be lazy about Teagle Manor. That's a lot of work.
Hey.
Keith Hershey Jr. is the nicest person who volunteered to print those, and that man, I think he burned his house down almost with it. So,
Keith Hershey Jr. is amazing, and I want to give a shout out to my favorite leprechaun, who figured out how to take the fucking thing apart in a rational way and put it in boxes so it could be transported, and then pull those pieces out and quickly put it together, which you guys all fucked up the last time you tried to put it together.
You know who took it apart last time? Jen Glazer actually was part of that team, and she said the same thing you're saying right now. Apparently,
there's
totally
a way to do it very simply.
Well, all I can say is that we have way more talent than you guys give us credit for. Us dummies. I'm speaking for dummies everywhere, by the way. And speaking of dummies, I want to say one other thing. The Game Hole auction, please go. That dummy that is going to be there with me is Michael Ballato. He runs the Satan's auction. He won't be dressed like Satan, I don't think. And I don't think Game Hole's ready. But there will be lots of cool items. We're getting more of them as we speak. There's an original Jeff Easley in there. There's a couple of books that you shouldn't buy because I don't think they were legally made in the first place. Oddly enough, that's from Bill Webb. Donation.
I have one of those.
So do I, but a lot of people don't. And then we have some stuff that's mid-range. We have some like shrink-wrapped box set from me, and then some shrink-wrap stuff, I think, from Alex, who has tons of shrink-wrap. So there's lots of cool items. You should go if you've never been to an auction. It's fun. Ooh. Slave Lords. I can't do that. They'll be rising up at home. Oh.
The thing that's cool
is Dungeons of Dread. Actually, they did a nice job on those, and I never opened them because it's one of those things you put on your shelf. So,
yeah.
Well,
so
you may have those, but do you have one of these?
Right there.
I know. I actually was going through it, and I thought that some of the way they handled the encounters were pretty clever. So, I can't make fun of anything. Anyway. Skeeter Green, I think we're done. I know, that's why we're done, because you could just start to do that. So I do want to say a couple of things that next week we should be able to do it. I'm in Seattle in the morning, but I should be home, I think, in time. If not, we'll have to do this Wednesday. But we want to keep trying to do it Tuesday nights, because from here, I go straight to the Discord channel to do it. This isn't my job. I do this for Matt because we entertain everybody. But at Frog God, I have to actually inform people. And so I'm going to go over there. We're talking about our new Indiegogo. So, Skeeter Green, are you done? Do you have anything to say to these fine people?
I have so much to say. I could do this for another hour, but nobody wants to listen to me.
Well, and by the way, we did come up with a concept, so you can't be rid of us, even if we run out of box sets. We have a concept for a short show that will infuriate everybody, especially Matt Finch. So anyway, with that,
it's going to be awesome.
No, it's going to be great because we're just dumb enough to do it. All right, everybody, thank you very much. Okay, so now we're off the air. I'm going to tell you bad things about Tom Tullis. Oh, wait, we're still on the air, but we said it anyway.
Oh, fuck.